A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Yeah, the Patriots gearing up to go now.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Let's go. Bring it.
Out, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They're going on 4th down. May forced out to his left. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other...
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Byron Young forcing his way in there for the sack.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Steps away. It's caught inside the 25.
And he is going to pick up a Patriots 1st down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. From the gun, it's May.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here's Stevenson.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Buying time to his left. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Now this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. May. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Pats are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a New England touchdown.
Joey Sly to kick off for the Patriots.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner Devontae Smith. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score. And got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He continues to be a thorn in the side of this defense. That last catch going to put him over 200 yards receiving now for the ball game. A handoff, Barkley running left. And down to the 41. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Now he's loose again. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley. 37 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So the Patriots coming out now. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing here is May. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. So that is a big one, folks. Can you believe it? 8 passing touchdowns in a single game until today. That had never been done in NFL history. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's May. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble and 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
From the shotgun, May with it. On the move to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Patriots get a bit closer. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas got... ...74 yards. And the Eagles use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Flushed out right. Out right to Bourne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And that'll be complete to Stevenson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. May. They'll roll him out right. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll throw with May. Out to his left. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. A great play there. Finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Patriots are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score
Free
game,
kick out of
right?
bounds.
Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll drop the throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knock knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense.
And now here is another interception.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Pats are right back in this football game.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Go!
To the air, May.
He'll buy some time right.
Got a man, Boutte.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Flag! Chop 60, chop 60.
To throw, it's May.
Being chased out left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
Let's go.
On play action, May.
Eluding the pressure right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
1st down, Patriots.
18, pioneer. Set up.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through.
And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary 1st step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here.
Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Let's go now.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with May. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And this is going to depend on forward progress. But they're saying no. He didn't get there.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day. One-score game. 1st and 10 here.
And he's got room. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going
Offside.
out.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A handoff to Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Hurts.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. The ball comes out.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. Complete. It's Henry. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
60 Eagle. Roll, roll, roll. Go.
Now a handoff. Stevenson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Here's May. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. Dragon 60.
Looking to throw.
Back to Gibson and another catch for him.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
7-5. Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
From the gun, it's May.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming out.
Here we go. This is fourth down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
And he will be out of bounds, well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively.
Silver, set.
They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Ready, set. Delta.
Throwing is Hurts.
They'll roll him out right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Forced out to his left.
That one downfield for Dotson. That is intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 33. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
He's back to throw. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
Back to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they know anything less than a touchdown here at this late stage is going to be no good. They were going for it all right there, but it was just too hard to adjust to that one in the air, and it winds up incomplete.
Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Rocco switch. Check out.
On third down, here's Stevenson.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
79 Rocco.
They're going on fourth down. May.
A desperation heave for the end zone.
And that's going to be incomplete.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here.
It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
The Patriots offense and Ramondre Stevenson getting set for this next drive. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point.
Trap 60, let's stay 19. 18, pioneer.
Looking to throw, May.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
He completes it to Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Here's second and a yard. Throwing here is May.
He'll buy some time right. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. So this likely just to get the final score a bit closer given the time remaining, but they'll have a go for 2 here. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. And it's incomplete, but there is still 2 seconds left in this ball game. So they'll have one final shot. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
Great. Set.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Rolling to his right.
That one downfield for Dotson.
And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.